Hey, people out there. I've been up all night, so please forgive me if I seem tired. But I just thought of this YouTube idea. I'm going to read this and see if anyone likes to watch this. I don't know if my mic is going to pick this up very well. As Jesus was saying these things, a woman in the crowd called out, "Blessed is the mother who gave you birth and nursed you." He replied, "Blessed rather are those who hear the word of God and obey it." As the crowds increased, Jesus said, "This is a wicked generation. It asks for a miraculous sign, but none will be given it except the sign of Jonah. For as Jonah was a sign to the Ninevites, so also will the Son of Man be to this generation. The Queen of the South will rise at the judgment with the men of this generation and condemn them. For she came from the ends of the earth to listen to Solomon's wisdom. And now one greater than Solomon is here. The men of Nineveh will stand up at the judgment with this generation and condemn it. For they repented at the preaching of Jonah. And now one greater than Jonah is here. No one lights a lamp and puts it in a place where it will be hidden, or under a bowl. Instead, he puts it on its stand, so that those who come in may see the light. Your eye is the lamp of your body. When your eyes are good, your whole body also is full of light. But when they are bad, your body also is full of darkness. See to it then that the light within you is not darkness. Therefore, if your whole body is full of light, and no part of it dark. It will be completely lighted as when the light of a lamp shines on you. When Jesus had finished speaking, a Pharisee invited him to eat with him. So he went in and reclined at the table. But the Pharisee, noticing that Jesus did not first wash before the meal, was surprised. Then the Lord said to him, "Now then, you Pharisees clean the outside of the cup and dish, but inside you are full of greed and wickedness. You foolish people. Did not the one who made the outside make the inside also? But give what is inside the dish to the poor, and everything will be clean for you." Woe to you, Pharisees, because you give God a tenth of your mint, rue, and all other kinds of garden herbs, but you neglect justice and the love of God. You should have practiced the latter without leaving the former undone. Woe to you, Pharisees, because you love the most important seats in the synagogues and greetings in the marketplaces. Woe to you, because you are like unmarked graves, which men walk over without knowing it. One of the experts in the law answered him, "Teacher, when you say these things, you insult us also." Jesus replied, "And you experts in the law, woe to you, because you load people down with burdens they can hardly carry, and you yourselves will not lift one finger to help them. Woe to you, because you build tombs for the prophets, and it was your forefathers who killed them. So you testify that you approve of what your forefathers did. They killed the prophets, and you build their tombs. Because of this, God in his wisdom said, I will send them prophets and apostles, some of whom they will kill, and others they will persecute. Therefore, this generation will be held responsible for the blood of all the prophets that has been shed since the beginning of the world, from the blood of Abel to the blood of Zechariah, was killed between the altar and the sanctuary. Yes, I tell you, this generation will be held responsible responsible for it all. Woe to you, experts in the law, because you have taken away the key to knowledge. You yourselves have not entered, and you have hindered those who are entering. When Jesus left there, the Pharisees and the teachers of the law began to oppose him fiercely and to besiege him with questions, waiting to catch him in something he might say. So that was Luke 11:27 to 12:21. Now, this is the 1-year chronological Bible of New International Version. And the title of that section they put on there is A Woman's Blessing. Now, I guess they're trying to be positive about that section and say, like, since it starts out as with the woman saying, "Blessed is the mother who gave birth to you and nursed you." So I guess that's why they're calling this section A Woman's Blessing, because a woman is blessing Jesus' mother, apparently. But the rest of the section doesn't appear to have anything to do with that first text or verse or sentence. But that's the title this version of the Bible gave it. Yeah, there's a lot in there. There's a lot of stuff in there, and the lion's share of it, over 90%, probably has nothing to do with the title of that section. It doesn't appear to have anything to do with the title of that section directly, you know. So there it is. There's a rendition of that section. According to this New International Version translation of, I suppose if you look at the text, they go back through the centuries and languages and copying these scriptures through the centuries back to the oldest known fragments and copies in the original, back to the languages they went to in the original copies. How accurate that is going from those original ones to this one, I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe there's some level of accuracy, conceptual words and all this. Is there things in the originals about the originals, the way they translate could be very different? I don't know. You could try to study that and see what you think. Pull up research materials and translations. Yeah, Jesus was really saying stuff to these guys, wasn't he? Jesus was really saying stuff to these, I guess, scribes, Pharisees, religious leaders. And yet, they weren't happy. They're saying they're offended and insulted. Whatever it says, it says in there about that. He's right there next to him. It's not over the internet, I guess, or media, or have TV. It's right there in person. He's doing the stuff. He's talking to these people right there in person, saying the stuff. It was apparently portrayed as in the text there. You can see, I guess, see the reaction, these people's reaction to that. I mean, are they friends? The Bible talks about friends and enemies and all this stuff throughout the Gospels or Bible, but how are these people categorized to Jesus? Are they friends or enemies or not, or something totally different? Is everything categorized as either friend or enemy, or can there be a whole group matrix and group of categories of descriptions? And food for thought, some thought project for a theologian, maybe, or anyone who would want to think about it and undertake such a thought project.